What's going on, everybody? It's Matt with Chaparral Motorsports. Check us out at chapmoto.com for all of your riding needs. Today we're going to take a look at the Cortech Impulse Air RR boot. Let's have a look. Most of the time when we think that something's a great value, it must mean that the quality is compromised or doesn't offer as many features or won't last as long. Well, that's not the case, however, with these Cortech boots. These are right at $200, which is insane for a full-on road racing boot because you're really looking at $400 to $500 for the big name brands. Well, these boots offer top grain leather, TPU protectors, molded sliders, and they're going to last just as long as those more expensive boots, and they're very comfortable. So before we start getting into the details, click the upper right hand corner of your screen. This will subscribe you to our YouTube channel, and it will also keep you in the loop with the latest gear, new products, and tech tips. So this is a fully perforated boot designed for aggressive sport bike riding, and you'll see those panels starting at the toe box making its way all the way up to the top of the calf and on the sides of the leg. So you're going to get maximum airflow, and that's also pushed by these mesh screens in the TPU shin plates and in the heel. So this is going to drive air right into the boot. Now, you have top grain leather, so this is going to add abrasion resistance, longevity to the boot, and it's also going to be the best protection that you can have while you're road racing. Now, a great thing about these boots at that $200 mark is that they offer ankle protection and ankle support. So you have this carbon fiber bracing system externally that is replaceable by these screws here. So this is going to help out with torsional flex, and it's going to give you that structure and that support that you're looking for while you're dipping into corners and just overall in safety. Now, there's a lot of flexibility in these boots as well. You have the support of that ankle brace, you have pleated panels here in the front, and then you have multiple panels here in the back to offer that flex. Lots of protection going on here because you have a lot of TPU hard parts around this boot. Starting at the shin plate, you have this molded shin protector here backed by latex foam, so this is going to absorb shock a lot better than most other foam padding that's in there. You have TPU heel protectors, so this is going to also absorb a lot of that shock, and you do have foam backed by that to make it more comfortable, and a reinforced toe box. You've also got on the left side a TPU shift pad, so this is going to help add longevity to your boots as you're shifting. Now, replaceable sliders. You have plastic mixed with aluminum, both held on by screws, and then you also have an aluminum plate right at the top, so if you happen to go a little too far over, this will catch and you can replace that versus having to replace these stitched on parts. Now, here's a small detail that I really want to point out. You have this little segmented piece of leather at the top inside of the boot, and that's backed by an elastic band. Well, for those of you that have a little larger legs, this is going to give a little to be more comfortable, and it's going to allow you to really crank that strap around your leg to get it nice and secure. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the inside because there's a ton of features in here. First off, you have a little rubber pull tab to make it easier to get on and off, and then you have a huge piece of Velcro that goes from the top of the boot all the way down for a nice snug fit. You have this little piece of Velcro at the top of the zipper to keep that intact, and it won't allow it to slip down as you're riding. And then you have a huge zipper that goes all the way down to the bottom to make it easier to get in and out as well. Now, internally, you have this lacing system. This is going to allow you to really crank the boot down to get it nice and tight. And then you have another piece of foam or this padding here to be more comfortable at the top of the foot. You have air mesh inside of here, so this is going to allow air to flow through. It's going to keep it breathable. You won't be as sweaty. And you have a removable insole that you can replace with your own. And I can't put enough emphasis on the fact that these boots are so comfortable. The latex padding and that other shock absorbing material in there really create a comfortable boot. So those are the features of the Cortech Impulse Air RR boots. They're a great value with a ton of features, so don't let that scare you. Now, for more info on these boots and to see the other colors available, visit us at chapmoto.com. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.